Hey bitches, it's me, Levi. I'm freshly shaven. I don't think you guys have ever seen me without a beard before. And, it's a little confronting, but I'm not here to be a beauty channel, although I have to say, the skin is dewy, glowy, and on point. But I'm here to sort of do a what's in my bag for the upcoming month. Last month I had a lot of fun using lots of like angel oracles and alien oracles and new age stuff. And for this month I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I just sort of had an epiphany that I kind of wanted it to be more tarot-y again. So what I did was I was sort of inspired by Miranda from the Boutique because she mentioned the Lumina Tarot, which I have the French edition of, which I love and cherish dearly because it's, in my opinion, the best mass market version of the Lumina Tarot that you can get. You can get it in English from Rockpool as well, if you want to. But I feel like the Rockpool cardstock is a little bit sometimes, and I loathe Rockpool's back design for the deck. So I love this edition a lot better. And she was like, yeah, that's like one of my go-to decks, is one of my favorites. And I was like, yeah, same for me, actually, to be honest, because it's very pippish, but it's very stylish. It's Wild Unknown, but if the Wild Unknown had people in it, and if Kim Kranz visited Ibiza more often. That's sort of the vibe that I'm getting from it. But it's gorgeous. It's done really well. Lauren Aletta, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, by the way. That's how you do a King of Pentacles. He doesn't have to be frumpy looking. This is it. Lauren Aletta conceptualized the deck, and the artist, I forgot her name, but she is fabulous. So that got me thinking. It got me sort of on this train of thought, thinking, okay, cool, sort of like fresh, modern, this is another favorite card of mine, cool, fresh, modern decks. I legit want to pull a card from this right now. So fun, because I kind of want an April energy card. So I thought, hey, cool tarot decks that I like and that I haven't been using for a while, or that have special meaning to me. You know, that fresh, new, modern tarot vibe. Sort of been missing that a little bit, if I'm honest. I've been missing it. I don't know, I feel like that oomph energy that we sort of used to have, that fresh energy, like, sort of, it's almost like we're reverting back to the old days. So, ooh, that's interesting. So the energy for the month of April is let go. And this is a very, very potent energy for me personally right now. Wheel of Fortune is very much about letting go, let go and let God, basically, but also try to not control everything as much as you want to. So I love, love, love that energy for the upcoming month for me. So this is a very cool, very potent deck. I love how original it is. You can, I think it's out of print on Amazon, but you can find this for very cheap on Vinted. Don't know if you guys use that app, but and maybe you can still get it on Amazon.ca. I'm not sure for the North American people out there, but this is definitely the highest quality mass market edition of the deck. And honestly, like, you know, like if you, this is not a deck that you need the guidebook for necessarily. At least I don't. So once again, this Lumina vibe got me thinking, and it immediately transported me to the Way Home Tarot, which is another favorite of mine, which I got from Finn when he visited the Netherlands together with his hubby, and they visited me. Why am I shuffling this? It doesn't matter. It's a very nice deck. It's a very neat deck to shuffle. We met in Amsterdam. These card backs are probably one of my favorite card back designs in tarot ever. And this is another one of those modern multimedia style decks that I just love. It reads like a dream to me. It was so sweet of him. He had this deck with him as his travel deck, and he was like, I want you to have this because I know how difficult it is to get US decks over here in the Netherlands. This was before, like, this deck never got a mass market publication, but this is before everybody got published mass market. So, ooh. We got the Seven of Wands. I love the imagery in this deck. Sometimes, I'll show you more cards, but Seven of Wands is a very guarded energy. Almost also telling me to sort of protect my inner flame a little bit. So I do love that. What I don't love is my double chin. That is, that you can hide very well with a beard. But then again, maybe if I lose a couple pounds, it'll be gone again. I don't know. I do like this fresh look, and I love my mustache. But sort of me also having to guard, and like me, collective, take whatever resonates, but me sort of guarding my own inner flame a little bit. So funny, at the bottom of the deck is another 7 card, so that's, that's interesting. Oh, look at the 6 of Cups. So this is a very colorful, geometric, modern deck. I love this Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorites ever. It's a Ferris wheel, but it's very pippish as well, which I love. The art quality, the quality of the art is just amazing. The quartz, there are no humans in the deck except for the court cards, which have humanoid silhouettes. But this is very, very cool. Like, it's a very abstract deck. I love this King of Swords. It's one of my favorites in the whole deck because it's so elemental. But yeah, this is pretty cool, pretty zany, that 7 of Cups. That's a very good depiction. I love this deck. I love how there's sometimes a lot of like white space, and sometimes every little bit of the card is filled up. I love how it's modern, but it's also got this gorgeous, timeless feel. It's just so stunning. Let me see if I can find another one that I adore, that I think is really dope. Oh, the sun. Like, first of all, a sun card, that's just a sun. 10 out of 10. Also, no fucking baby on a horse. 10 out of 10. The High Priestess is amazing. Like, there's something about, like, I even feel like it doesn't translate to camera that well. Like, Judgment, like, it's so geometric and modern without feeling tacky. The Hanged Man, love that. Oh, the Universe. Oh, look at that, the Universe card. So, and this Hierophant is another favorite. Oh, this Death card is fabulous. Like I said, it's this 5 of Pentacles with the Rotten Tomatoes. Like, there's so much to see in here. I love this Temperance card as well. So special. Be not afraid. I will devour your whole family. But it's it's a lot less muted looking in real life. It looks a little bit muted on camera, but I feel like I legit wonder why this was never published mass market, because it does have a very marketable quality to it. I don't know, but it doesn't come with a guidebook, and I don't really care. I believe that they did release a book called What the Fuck is Tarot, which is supposedly the sort of unofficial guidebook to this, but it's also like this mass market publication that was sort of meant to be used with all kinds of other decks as well. So, nah. So once again, no oracles for now, at least. You know, like during the month, I will go upstairs and maybe pick out some oracle decks if I want to. But I was in a tarot mood, and the other two are way less colorful than the ones I showed now. One of them is the Nomad, and I was one of the last people, I think, on this planet to be able to purchase it off the creator. This is once again very pippish. And very graphic, it's giving graphic design. This is peak tarot imagery for me. Like, it's so special. I love this Hanged Man. I also love the backs. It's a really, really, really special deck. It's probably one of my ultimate favorites. I love this High Priestess. This is one of the best tarot decks that I have, and I rarely use it. Like, once again, this Sun. Like, I feel like a lot of my favorite tarot cards of all time are also from the decks that I'm showing you right now. So, like, I love this Sun, but I also adore this Devil. I think it's fabulous. I love the court system, and I love the way the pips are shown. It's just fab. It's a fab little deck. It's really special. It's linen. It's everything. I really, really, really adore it. I'm so tired, y'all. Are any of y'all tired? Like, this whole Venus retrograde period has been doing me the fuck in. Like, I can't anymore. So let's look at, I also realized that I just threw away all the decks that I use all month and that I didn't really like talk about them. Don't know if that matters. So another pretty like black and white one, the High Tarot by Dan Francis. Dan Francis is a fabulous artist from the United Kingdom, and this is a tarot oracle hybrid with the oracle topic up top and then the linked tarot card written underneath. It's interesting, it's thought-provoking. This is a deck that kind of reminds me of the Moon Baby Tarot by Angel Mary Magic, whereas that is very colorful. This is black and white, but that also has that oracular sensibility. And you know, a tarot deck, obviously, a tarot deck is an oracle deck. A tarot deck is a 78 card oracle deck with a set structure. I love that. I love this. But this is, you know, it's for me, like for me, whenever I do readings with this, I will tend to pull a card, which I will do with this one as well. I know I didn't do it with the Nomad Tarot earlier, but I'm gonna do it with this. I already showed you quite a lot of full cards, but I tend to pull a card and I tend to read it as a tarot card as is, but then I will also sort of take my time to take in the symbolism and the imagery. Also, this shuffles like a dream, like one of the best. Like, I wonder who he printed with, because this, it doesn't smell like a printer I would recognize, but this is probably one of the best anti-scratch UV coatings I've ever seen on a deck. And also the gilding, it's that horrible shiny gilding. And I've used this a ton, and it's all still on there. Like, all the gilding is still intact. I find that to be amazing. This is interesting. It's one of my favorite cards too, the Mask, the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, in that whole Six of Pentacles give and take, daring to open up, to be vulnerable, to accept help. I feel like I am actually the one who puts on the mask a lot of the times to sort of act like I'm more okay than I am. Act like I'm the one who provides rather than the one who could also maybe at some point be provided to, be catered to. So I find that imagery highly apt for a Six of Pentacles card. I love that. I also love this, the Ghost. That's really stunning. The Parrot. Like, this is really, really good art. The song, it's gorgeous. The peacock, like, there's lots of animal imagery in here. It makes one think. It makes one think. And I love that. This is not a intense. Well, if you have like a whole day, this is not a Celtic Cross type deck. This is a one and done for me. Like you pull a card, the images for some reason really make a lasting impression in my mind. So I really like want to use it. And then I have this, which I just recently got. It's by Yana St. Levy. It's the Age of Aquarius Tarot, and I had to unback this on Kickstarter during its run because I didn't have enough money at the time. And then a little while ago, she did another Kickstarter for another deck that I really wanted. And this was an add-on, and it made it really cheap with shipping. So I got it. And this is very much a gorgeous Danielle Noel-esque, you know? I mean, Yana probably knows that her style is, you know, like just like I am very heavily inspired by her. Look at that. She is as well. So this is a gorgeously created deck. It's very femme, but it's stunning. It's a stunning tarot deck. Yana's guidebooks are really good. Also, Yana uses keywords on her cards here that I find to be extremely apt and interesting. Like she knows what she's doing. The guidebook is good as well. But the Kickstarter was this. The Emerald Papyrus deck, and it's in this stunning box. Comes with a gorgeous guidebook, which for once has content that actually like deserves to have a guidebook like this. And then within the box, there is a pocket box that you can, you know, just take with you and look at the production on this. Like, this is stunning. Look at that. This is amazing. Isn't this gorgeous? It's really well done. There is a chemical smell though, but you know what, that's fine. This is an Egyptian style deck, and I love Egyptian decks. They're kind of my thing. I love Egyptian imagery. You know, and I have zero gripes with this deck apart from the fact that, and I'm not gonna message her, I'm not gonna bother her with my slight annoyances, but there are like some cards, and I don't know why, where the cut was a little too close to comfort to the text. So I don't know why that happened. As you can see, oh yeah, with this one as well, you probably would want a little bit of extra space underneath here. Same with this card. Oh, this one's actually okay. Why did I pick the, well, no, it's actually not okay. So here you can also see it, like just a little too close for comfort. They never actually cut into the thing, but then there's also cards where we do have that little bit of extra space. So I don't know, maybe that was just a little like, a little printer thing. I know as a creator, you can't always help that. But I, for example, always choose to have maybe a bit more space than is good for me rather than what happened here. I love this Two of Wands card. It's one of my favorites. I have to say though, so these decks, I adore them. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're really well made. The little gripe that I do have, and I don't know why, is that the finish that Yana chooses for all of her decks that I've seen so far is not a finish that I necessarily love on an indie deck. It's very much that old US Games finish, which is fine. But I think a rose petal or a matte lamination would have been the chef's kiss, but it's really cool. And then also the guidebook has really good stuff in it. Like it has really good evocations. It has really good questions in it that are really thought-provoking. Yeah, I had this one earlier, and it literally said, how can I better support, it was for the Temperance card. I've been pulling Temperance a lot lately. And it said, how can I better support my emotional body when deep emotions arise to the surface? this deck's reading my mind. So, you know, it's actually one of those decks where, you know, because I was like, I don't need any more tarot decks. I obviously don't, but these I had already backed. And when I got them, I did feel a little bit like, yeah, they're gorgeous, but both these guidebooks really make me, and I never work with the guidebook, make me want to work with the guidebook. So that's a huge feat in my point of view. So these are the decks that I'm going to work with the upcoming month, the month of April. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all liked it, and bye, bitches.